Calculator. A calculator is a tool for humans to do math more quickly and accurately than they could even do by hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk further about calculator.
So we all know that basic calculators have typically keypad with numeral keys and function keys for basic operation. Calculators became available as a tool of commerce in 1820 and 1874. The Remington Arms Company sold the first commercially viable typewriter. Other machines were invented for other business tasks. None of these machines was a computer, but they did advance the state of practical mechanical knowledge that would be used in computers later. Between 1960 and late 1970, that was the first revolution in calculating machines, or it was during this vintage period that the electronics for calculators was at the cutting edge of electronic research. Also, during this period, they na-invent ang mechanical calculators, which is both electrically driven and hand-operated. Other than that, dili po na-invent ang early electronic calculators using vacuum tubes, discrete transistor, cathode ray tube display, delay line memories, small and medium scale integrated circuits. And lastly is the early handheld calculators with LED, fluorescent, and early LCD displays. Between 1820 and 1914, the calculator went being from a curiosity. So this time or these specific years is nanagid siya calculators, but for those rich lang, kay sila naman maka-afford. In 1885, calculators started to feature the push-button keys that were all accustomed until today. In 1900s, saw a smaller yet no less significant number of enhancements for calculators, and the standard 2 rows of 5 buttons layout arrived in 1901. 10 years later, which is the 1910, the United States imported the Swedish 10-digit layout that we're familiar with into the design. 1960, the decade that saw the calculator move from being a cumbersome, lever-operated device to so between 1961 and 1964, they na-develop the first transistor commercial. It was named by the Sharp Compet or the Sharp Company, and the calculator's name is Sharp Compet CS10A. Only 4 years later, Sharp unleashed the first commercial electronic calculator designed exclusively for the desktop. So in 1969, the company of Sharp launched the first ever computer battery calculator named the Sharp QT8D. So the most impressive feature of this calculator was its size.
In the year 1970, a year later, Texas Instruments launched an even smaller calculator called the Packetronic Calculator. Canon Packetronic Calculator was the first handheld battery-powered printing electronic calculator. It was also one of the earliest calculators to use large-scale integrated. Although it is hand-holdable, it is not really a pocket calculator due to its great length and thickness. The HP 55 calculator. The HP 55, launched by HP in 1975, retailed for $385, a price most ordinary families simply couldn't justify. The HP 55 calculator was a programmable handheld calculator. It featured 20 storage registers and room for 49 keystrokes instructions. Following a brief yet bloody bout of technological warfare in 1970s, only 4 manufacturers were left standing. Among this group of survivors were well-known names such as Sharp and HP. calculator are indispensable tool that enhance efficiency, accuracy, and problem-solving capabilities across the wide range of disciplines and everyday activities. Until next time, keep calculating.